Um, hey you guys. I wasn't gonna do a stream today, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyways. What was I gonna say? Um, I'm just getting an update on excuse the way that I look because I haven't been feeling I'm still in the healing process. It's like where they did the surgery at, I know they was gonna do it in 3 different areas, but they because it was spreading from the time that I had the um, got diagnosed again, and from the time that they set up the surgery and I met with the surgeon, it had spread it some more. So therefore, he said by the time since I set up the surgery and the time he do the surgery, if there's anything different that he'll do, it'll be because it spread it. But so I'm cut like it's like a horseshoe. But you gotta understand it's my vagina, my vulva. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be healed up a lot faster if the horseshoe went upside down, but because it went all the way down, it's in the most worst place. Basically, it's vulvar cancer, vaginal cancer, and it's on your vulva, your vaginal walls, and either you can have chemo. I don't know if they use radiation for it. I've never had radiation for it before. I beat the same cancer 3.5 years ago uh, with surgeries and chemotherapy. Um, so now I believe they got everything out. And say this, this is the craziest thing. If you're ever been a cancer patient and you know you have to have something removed from your body, you know it bothers you. Even when you lose your hair, it bothers you. You know what I'm saying? Going through chemo radiation and all that. But to be a woman and to like I can't have any more children. And I had a complete hysterectomy. I've already had breast cancer, so I had surgery with that. Um, it's on my vaginal walls and my vulva. So this past surgery, since it was worse, I got stitches all the way, going all the way around. And even like when I had my baby, I had a natural birth, and his head was so big that it tore me. And then they had to cut, and then it tore a little bit more. So that area is also where the cancer done spread too. So it's like a horseshoe connecting all the way around. And it's on my lips. So what they do is they have to cut your lips. They cut your lips to do biopsies, and then they cut that area off completely. You know, if they have to, if it's bad enough. So that's what I'm going through. Had to have my lips removed, you know, and this might sound personal or whatever, but it's a thing, which I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't even know that you can get cancer in this area until 3.5 years ago. Well, actually, before 3.5 years ago, I beat it 3.5 years ago. So prior to that, I had cancer for maybe a couple years, and it kept coming back, having to have surgeries and chemotherapy. So, but at the same time, I believe, like I said, that it's gone. I'm feeling better. Hey, yes. You know, you should have did talk to my sister, and she'd have let you know all about the apartment. You know. Okay. I mean, she'll give you a little information on it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'll do that tomorrow when I pull out my stuff so I can have stuff to write information down on. But what was I saying? Yeah, so if you've been a cancer patient before, it does something to you, like mentally, some type of way, in some type of area, to do with the cancer affecting you, your lifestyle, your physical, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, your community, your family. You know what I'm saying? So it can weigh in different areas. more than others. In some areas, it don't even weigh in, depending on the person and depending on your support system. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what type of cancer you got, but and what type of treatments you're going through. So that always plays a role because some chemo treatments is worse than others, and some surgeries is worse than others. Like this surgery right here, I don't have my stomach. Like I had surgery on my stomach and everything. There is no this cancer right here. The area that it's in is the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up now, but I'm gonna be laying down in a minute because it hurts to sit up. You know what I'm saying? Moving around too much or wearing clothes hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a healing process. But what I was trying to say is that, not to get off topic, like when you start losing parts of your body, like it's a humbling experience because it really literally shows the fact that we can't take anything with us when we go. You know what I'm saying? So but like mentally being a woman, I had to go through my lip chap I'm sorry, my being a woman, going through the surgeries, going through the chemo, radiation, going through just having cancer, and like people that's been around me during, some of them times. A lot of the times I was all alone. Most of the times I was by myself, but some of them times, Lord sent either a family member, a friend, or just even a stranger there to support me. But it's really hard, and losing your hair too, mentally. That stuff, it weighs on you, like it affects you. You know what I'm saying? So when you're a woman and you start losing your woman parts, it weighs on you too. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through all the feeling humiliated, embarrassed, or, um, you know, it, a spirit tried to attack me, trying to get me to make myself believe that I was less than a woman by losing, some woman features. You know what I'm saying? But then, Holy Spirit just kick that right out the box, and just let me know that I have no control over this, and remind me of the serenity prayer. God grant you the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And God will never put more on us than we can bear. Remember that, and everything that we go through is for a reason. So we might not know the reason, but eventually we will know the reason. You know what I'm saying? But so that's all I had to say for today. To lay back down. I frustrated though, because I'm having to lay down and